Hello, my name is Noah. Some of you may know me by my Roblox name, Lex816. Uh, my name's Noah. So, I am the creator of the Roblox group Prototype Association, and if you're watching this, I can only infer that you're a part of this group, or you somehow stumbled on my profile for whatever reason. Uh, yeah, but regardless, I wanted to make this video to kind of explain, I guess, what happened to that group because it's small. It's very small. I think it has like 30 members only. It's still bigger than I ever thought it would get, to be honest. But um, everyone I guess I guess I just wanted to share my process for creating this group. Not in the sense that it's like something that needs to be shared. It's just like this is more of a creative outlet for me personally than anything. So this video is, I don't think, going to be edited at all. It's probably going to be very long and tedious to watch, in all honesty. So I will start with how I created, or why I created this group. So the creation of Prototype Association, as the group is now called, goes beyond Prototype Association. It goes beyond. It was always constrained to Roblox, I think, but I had been working on this group for a long time, since I was in second grade, I think. I was inspired by the group on Roblox that's still relatively popular called Innovation Inc. It's security thing. It's like a security group where they do trainings, and it's super professional. Super. Oh hey, auto recovery fire. It's super professional, and it's in Roblox, but it's super professional, super serious. If you don't have a uniform, they shoot you. It's super duper serious. So I was in second grade at the time, and I thought, wow, this is so cool. They have a military in Roblox. I want to do that. So I thought what I liked at the time, and what I liked was obviously space, and so I combined them. And this group called Galaxy Wing was the result. You can probably see up in the top left the name of this. And yes, this is the first game, not the first game I made on Roblox, I don't think, but certainly the first successful, like I say successful in quotations. I'm pretty sure this game is infected with 1,000 viruses, but this game is the first one that made it to public release. It's the earliest one I have, at least. I think there were others maybe, but they were just, I think I built one room, or they may have had one room. I say built, I inserted free models. Basically this entire game is free models. It was made in 2016, I think. Maybe later or earlier, around that time. I would have been very young, and I was not able to comprehend Roblox. So I made this group, and I guess now I will just show around. Roblox thought it would be a good idea to switch over to their new fancy futuristic ray tracing lighting, which screwed over the lighting, so I had to go through and adjust all the lights. So but imagine this been a more classic Roblox style of lighting. Let me just make sure I'm still recording. Okay, I'm still recording, cool. Anyhow, I was always obsessed with having an office for myself, because I thought offices were cool. I still think they're cool. I was blind, so I can lock myself away and isolate myself. We'll just go through the rooms. I don't think you need my very enthusiastic commentary. I know I might sound depressed right now, but I'm it's a core, guys. Look at this core. Yeah, excuse my voice. My voice is just this way. I'm fine. But this is a street light. It's a free model. This is a tree. It's a free model. This is actually a bowl that I made, or not. I didn't make it. I inserted it. Yeah, I inserted it, and it's a free model. In hindsight, obviously this isn't reflective of my current building skills, but yeah. This room here was originally going to be my office, but it became the cockpit. It's a cool purple window. I must have modified the window to be purple. I used to really like the color purple. I still think it's cool. I prefer the color black now, I think. And no, I'm not. It's really not helping my case for me not being some depressed, monotonous guy, but oh well. Anyhow, that's the first game, and this game is, in essence, a predecessor to the Prototype Association. Not the game itself, but more so the group of the Galaxy Wing. There's more groups of this. You may have seen some. Like, I think like 5 people have played it, but like if you're here, you might be more acquainted with me on Roblox. Yeah. So now I guess basically what happened after this was I wanted to like as I grew more mature, and by mature I mean like I went from 3rd grade to 5th grade. I thought, man, the Galaxy Wing sure is a stupid name, and this is a stupid concept. So I moved on from this, and I created the group called Prototype Association. Let me see which group game is. Okay, this one. So this isn't the first game I made. This one's actually more recent. It's still years old. I stopped working on the group for a while ago. I'll discuss that later. But as you can see, my building style has kind of evolved. Less free well, these are still free models. This building is made entirely by me. Is sign, the logo, the trees. So that's kind of the story of how Prototype Association came about. It kind of just kept persisting after that, and when I say persisting, it was like it was surviving, it wasn't thriving, it wasn't like becoming like some huge Roblox group like I had hoped, but this still was like, right now it's at 30 members, which is more than enough, I would say, to make my past self happy. Certainly my present self, at least, but anyway. So now I feel like I should talk about the lore that I had planned for this, because there's lore. My interest shifted over time, and I became obsessed with like storytelling, which I still very much am. So this is basically in essence what I feel like I've said in essence a lot. This is what the in universe the company would have started out as. The Prototype Association is a company. In the lore, it's a company. And like when I'm referring to Prototype Association from here on out, I'm talking about the company that exists in the lore called Prototype Association. So this is the founder. Yeah. So he wanted to create this cool. So he's the founder, and he likes space. Look at him. He's looking up at space guys. Yeah. So he likes space, and he wants to create a company that is dedicated to exploring space. I think I had like NASA involved in the lore and stuff, and they like collapsed after like World War III or something stupid like that. But basically, he's very humble, and he's not doing this for money. He just wants to advance space research. But then there's this other guy. Let me see if I have. Yeah, there's this other guy, and I will show that game because I think. Yeah, bear with me. Like I said, this is unedited and going to be very tedious to watch. It's suitable, I think, for making full-on Roblox games, or experiences, as they're now called. But, you can see some of the old games that I was working on. Some have stupid names. So, this game is the most up-to-date. I went back and updated it a while ago with new animations and stuff, and, like, I think fixed the lighting a bit. But let me see if I have, because there was a lore detail in here that I want to bring to attention. So, oh, for frick's sake. So like I said, there's this guy, he's super humble. Where the devil am I? Oh, these are the... Oh, yeah. So, those are just effects that I didn't use. Okay, yeah, here we go. Oh, yes, okay. So these are more modern editions. This guy and this guy, here, they are one and the same. They look different, I just updated him. So these guys are one and the same. And this guy is the founder, he just has an updated design now. He's got a really long top hat. I think it's comical. This is a more modern design as I lightened up and gained a sense of humor. It's very... Oh. Okay, so anyway, this guy is, and this guy are childhood friends, and this guy becomes the vice president. Yeah, and this guy is the president, but this guy wants, so Prototype Association actually becomes a huge success, and this guy wants more power and money. He lets the money get to his head. So he orders a guy to come over and kill the founder, so that way he inherits the company. So some guy breaks into the founder's office and kills him, and that's where you get this game. And in this game in particular, I still love this game that I made. You are the role of a like detective guy, and you just kind of look around, and when you come up to here, a prompt pops up saying he took the body, which is the assassin took the body, so there was no evidence. But yeah, so the rest of the story would have followed the vice president, or now the president, starting a war to increase his power and like trying to become immortal or some stupid stuff like that. But eventually, a lot of time passes, and the plotline would have ended back where it began, back here. Or this was a bad ending. I think I had planned for like another way for like a good ending to hopefully happen if the game went in that direction. I did want to take it into like a story mode direction, but this is the bad ending. The world is completely destroyed, and I want to bring attention to. Actually, let me run this game because I really like what I did with. You'll see. Okay, so. Oh yeah. Okay, so these explosions that are randomly timed, I really like how that happens. So it's like the impression of a stronghold that's under siege. The name of the game is Stronghold. And I also want to bring attention to the color correction here. I was very much inspired by like the Matrix and its green hue to like communicate like the Matrix communicated when they were in and out of the Matrix. For me, it was communicating like the state or the era they were in. Blue is symbolic of like everything crashing down, humanity is burning, and this is the same place as this place. But yeah, after this I would have, and I think I wanted to have another color which was after this, which would have just been black and white, so not a color, so it would have just been completely desaturated. There we go. It would have been completely desaturated, just to like, but then like there would have been a game following like you, the protagonist, rebuilding humanity or something. I had very big ideas, but I don't have the capability to make them come to fruition, nor do I have the motivation. I've kind of been more busy in life with other things besides Roblox. But yeah, that's kind of the story. The good ending would have had basically the protagonist defeating the vice president, dead. So, good ending, yay. Okay, that's the lore basically, and what I planned. And the game that was going to house all of this stuff, I will pull up. No, I don't want to save changes. Hold on, let me just open this up. Any millisecond now. Yeah, okay. Oh, never mind. So, I wanted to like have a very different style beforehand, which was going to be more realistic. And it was, I remember I was like trying to like like pirate this software that was very proficient at making realistic looking 3D humans. It didn't go well. And even when I imported them, they weren't pirated, don't worry, but even when I imported them, they looked awful. Not the fault of the people who made the models, more so the fact that like my building skills were atrocious at incorporating them into Roblox. But this, so you can kind of see that here, it's much more realistic. I eventually scrapped that style because I realized how ludicrous it was. Let me find, oh, here we go, it's the top one. I'm blind. I'm used to like scanning over this one to go back through old projects. This is the game that would have housed that storyline I was mentioning, and so you would have been like, I think this takes place, piss off, this takes place in the future. I really didn't have a timeline established, to be honest. This game would have had you like defeating the evil vice president and like, or getting bribed off by Prototype Association to not reveal his secrets. And then there was going to be like all this stuff with like aliens and stuff. Here's the vice president. Here's person, and there was blood, but I guess it's too gory for the Roblox game. And this game itself is much older. This area, not this game, this area is much older in a much different style. All the lights are gone for some reason, but oh, this guy. This guy has always been like a running guy in my space games. He's Noob. He's a receptionist. His name is Noob. And yeah, we go way back. Then there was going to be like this stuff with alien. Oh, frick, he's gone. There was an alien in here, but it seems that he vanished. Oh, yeah, wait, no, I moved him, don't worry. This wasn't what he looked like originally. This was like a cool thumbnail pose. So, yeah. But there would have been stuff with aliens and lore. Then I made this like cool cityscape because I wanted to like show Earth in like a super dystopian thing, kind of like Coruscant from Star Wars. And then you can see here, there's like, I remember, this wasn't for like a flashback scene or anything. I just wanted to make myself an office that wasn't run down. And I really like the architecture of this one. It's still outdated in my current building standards though. But this is the new game. This one's still published. And I had intended to transform this into something, but my personal life got in the way of that, and I just lost motivation. And I don't really want to. I think there was always like a small desire for me to pursue game development as a career, but that's kind of gone almost in its entirety now. And if that is the way I go, it won't be on Roblox. So all of this is to say that Prototype Association as a group it may come back, maybe not under me, maybe under a friend, but I don't have many friends, and those that I do have, I don't think would care enough about this, which is okay. Um, and it may come back under me. Maybe I will return to Roblox, but as it stands, this group is not in an active state, I'd say. But these games are still open, and I just explained that lore. This is kind of just an update video for the very few people in the group, and for myself to ramble on and kind of keep track of this journey so far, if so far it has been. I'm thinking if there's anything else I need to say. I didn't write anything down for this. I'm kind of just winging it right now. Oh, there's a, oh, I closed the one game that has, oh well, there's a funny Easter egg in in the administration game, which was the one where like I first showed the vice president. If you can find it, it's very cool and cash money of you. Prototype Association, the best technology since 2027. The original founding date, I remember, was 2127 or something like that. Hundreds of years into the future. It was much more, it took place much further in the future. And I still think there are aspects of that far in the future planned in the lore. I've kind of forgotten quite a bit of it. Oh yeah, here's the old palette I have. Oh, I incorporated this. I'm a huge Breaking Bad fan now. I love it. It's like one of my favorite series of all time. I had no idea this guy was from that show. I had absolutely no idea, but I still incorporated it because I thought it was funny. Like I wanted to have like a research department, and I would have put that in there. It's like, yeah, science. It's so cool. You can motivate the underpaid workers to science, sciencing. But that's Jesse Pinkman from Breaking Bad, and I am so proud of my past self for putting that in there unknowingly. Oh, these are parts from the old Galaxy Wing game. I did actually want to bring the Galaxy Wing into the lore as a separate company, kind of one that was like a rival company or something. I don't know. Oh yeah, I like this guy. I really became obsessed with like making animations for characters. And so this guy's animated. I'm not gonna run the game because that would kill my computer, but like if you want to play it, go play it. Yeah, give me more Robux. Friggin'. But that's about it. If you've watched this far, thank you. I know it's probably been very boring. Oh yeah, here's Mars. Yeah, there's nothing here. There's nothing beyond this. This was what I made before I flat out stopped or moved on to other things. You may have seen another video on my channel. If you do look, it's a Backrooms Roblox game. It's like a compilation of clips I made. I think it turned out very well. The last shot, I actually disturbed myself with the last shot in that video, but that's completely besides the point. If you're gonna watch it, good for you. If not, that's totally okay. And oh wait, no, I thought you could see the bloodstain, but no, Roblox is, I don't know. What are these things? Oh, these must be antennas for, yeah, for the building, so you can like line it up or something like that. I don't know what my 13-year-old self was thinking. Anyhow, thank you. That's about it. Thank you if you are in the group and have stuck around for that long. If you aren't, this probably made absolutely no sense, but yeah. Thank you and goodbye.